some encoding overload here. Hopefully everything will stop soon. Um, part of the issue is we are in fact watching Jerry's stream here and just getting our stuff started, so it kind of acts a little weird for a little bit. But anyway, we are following the noob today. This is kind of the pre-follow the noob show. Jerry will be wrapping up whenever he manages to win this fight, which whenever it happens to be. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the build up on the screen for anybody who might kind of be interested in what's going on. Hey, Charmed. And we're just gonna kind of play the waiting game for Jerry here. I suppose we could do the. It's gonna be a minute. I guess we could do the post-life wrap-up on the Druid really quickly before we kind of move over. I felt like the build was relatively strong most of the time. Single-target DPS spell-wise was pretty good. There's a lot of single-target SLAs in the Season Herald tree, and they're pretty powerful spells. In that regard, this Call Lightning does a lot of work. I actually found myself using Produce Flame quite a bit. I didn't use Creeping Cold as much as I would have liked. Word of Balance is amazing. Pretty much your go-to spell as soon as you get it. And then the Salt Ray was okay. It wasn't great. It was okay. And then basically I just put myself in winter and never left, so things like Produce Flame didn't do massive piles of damage, but it was fine. Overall, I think this was a solid tree to kind of fiddle with for a little bit. I thought I would be doing more in one of the animal forms, and really spend a primary part of my time in wolf form for like Cold Breath and Slow Slide, but it really didn't work out that way. It was unfortunate. I really also thought there was a lot more animal companion boosting stuff in these trees, but there's not now. So I ended up having to move into the Harper Agent tree to kind of get a little bit of animal boosting stuff here. So in addition to my Druid past lives, my ship buffs, I was also able to pick up this Harper Leadership to grab an extra +4 to ability scores. Every little bit helps when you're running hirelings and companions and whatnot. So this certainly came into play there occasionally. And I also grabbed this Heroic Companion. This is superior if you're putting it on somebody else in your party. Putting it on your animals, so at best. But it was another buff that we could give. Speaking of buffs we could give, instead of putting the 13 or 14 points, whatever it is, into the racial tree, you may notice I actually have 17 points. And the reason for that specifically is I went ahead and decided to get Greater Heroism, just to, again, be able to help raise the various animal companions and summonses and everything else just that much more. I have 6, I believe, 6 GHs now, a shrine, which will hit, obviously, all of the summons that I was... all of the summons, and hirelings, so, and myself, so kind of was nice in that regard. And then I started taking a little bit of stuff in the falconry tree. Basically I went up to try to get some sprint boost action, and it was fine. But anyway, overall I feel like the build was reasonable. I think the spell pool is kind of fun, even though I didn't even bother to prepare all of the spells. And we could have switched around into like Fire Elemental and cast Fire Purity on people and blah blah blah. Like we could have done some other stuff, but it is a little weird. Let Jerry get out of the quest before we danger zone.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I like it. Alright, so that is going to wrap it up then. Weekly Wednesday at lunchtime live stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Thanks very much for being here. So good to Bill, by the way. Specifically. Yes, good to Bill. That's what I meant.
I always like to make sure I can hear him say goodbye before we re-raid here.
Thanks for watching. I'll be back next Wednesday with more. We will be having some downtime announcements in the near future. Stay tuned for more info.
Oh, downtime announcements in the near future.
World Transfers for Hardcore Update 47. Night Rebels.
And Night Rebels, obviously.
A whole bunch of stuff here. So, stay tuned. Hope you're having fun, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Let's get this raid. Let's get this raid a-rolling. Should be ready to go in just another second here. Bam, here we are. Lana! Lana! Lana!
Lana.
Danger zone.
Danger zone! Hey, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to Follow the Noob. I'm, of course, your host, El Sambo. And big news today. I mean, not that big of a news. It turns out it pretty much happens every other week or so. We are TRing today. We are in the process of finishing up our human lives. It's the last of our racials. So, we're really excited. We have narrowed down the options to 2 builds this time. We're going to either do a really weird, I guess what I'm calling the poison dog build right now. The general idea will be that it'll come across as 9 alchemist, 8 druid, 3 monk, and it's going to be all a mess. It's all a mess. I have no idea how the stats are going to work out. I have no idea anything else. But the idea is that we're going to take advantage of the Vile Alchemist and kind of make like this really odd dog build. So if you'd like to vote for that, just type dog in the chat. Just say dog, and I will manually keep track of the voting. And the other build that we're kind of interested in here, or what is actually honestly currently winning the voting block at the moment, is a Eldritch Knight Pale Master build, probably using quarterstaffs primarily, but we'll see what happens. We might spend a little bit of time with our Sword of Shadows. We might not. Who knows? So a couple of weird, not weird, different. No, not even different. A couple of interesting builds to kind of pick from. Tim says EDK. Let's start that voting off. So let me also pull up the Twitch voting. The Twitch voting was split directly in half with 10 votes apiece. You gotta be kidding me. Really? Okay. Well, then I'm just going to call those 2 a wash. So we'll see what happens. Eldritch Knight Staff is so good. I have not had an opportunity to really play with one. Part of the reason I'm kind of excited to do this, other than the fact that some of our Patreons have asked for it, is that I think it's going to be really strong, and it's something that I'm interested in running in the next hardcore server. Next, let's see, we have another vote for Eldritch Knight. So Eldritch Knight is just creeping ahead here. It's 18 to 24 at the moment. Don't forget, if you're a Patreon, be sure to let me know so I can get your extra Patreon votes involved. If you're a Twitch subscriber, I can tell. So you can... Oh, Charmed also has now voted for Eldritch Knight. Sorry, Mr. Votes Charmed. Wow, yeah, Eldritch Knight is just gonna bear it here. That sounds fun to me. I'm looking forward to doing one sooner than later. So, I am down with whatever. I am gonna be a little sad though. This dog build, I started kind of piecing it together a little bit last night, and I had to say it was getting kind of fun. You did a 15-4-1 Eldritch Knight staff for 3 of my past lives. That sounds like a really interesting split, actually. I hadn't considered doing more than 1 level of rogue, or, but I may have to put some more in, because you do get, in the rogue tree, you get like some sweet, rogue action, right? You get some sweet trap action here. I guess we can just click on enhancements, actually. Enhancements. Why can I not find the rogue? It starts with an R. R, the Latin alphabet. No, here we go. Tempest. No, that's Ranger. Blasted Samus. Here we go. Yeah, it might. 4 levels of rogue might be really strong, actually. I kind of like that idea. Yeah, let's do that. Sounds hot. Give it the staff lunge. Oh. Oh yeah, I'm in. I'm in. Alright, so we've now decided to put 4 levels of rogue in here. See, this is part of the fun. This is part of the fun, right? You get to like go crazy. And then second core, the acrobat gets Swords to Plowshare. Oh, you gain to see. Yeah. I don't know. I think we still go int based, right? Like, I feel like you still go int based. You can. I don't think you can go wrong. All that int in the world, all that con in the world. I think we just go slam things. Just. So, what else we got? I'm gonna open it. Man, it's already been 10 minutes of the stream. We're gonna do this for a couple more minutes. If you guys would like to help vote, feel free to throw it in here. If you got tier 4 TA, how do you put points into Pale Master? Probably with much difficulty. I don't need that many points in Pale Master for it to do what I want it to do. I need to kind of go up. Let's see. Let's just play pretend here. Let's put this back up. So, to get to tier 4, you need 20 action points in the tree, and staff lunge is 1. Possibly taking staff training, that's another 2, right? And then maybe we even take No Mercy and try to go hold based. Sounds hot. Okay. So, if we're doing all of that, and we look over here at the Pale Master tree, I'm looking for Dark Reaping and Pale Shroud, which means I'm really just looking for like 7 or 8 points in this tree. So, and I really think most of that's going to be the negative healing amp. And probably like Cloak of Night. And I think that's going to be about it. Like, we're not going to go very deep up the tree. So the idea is basically that we're going to run around in one of these Pale Master forms. Probably the Zombie for this melee power. And Constitution score. But it could also be Lich as well. Yeah. So I think you can get away with like some interesting numbers here. And kind of make it work. But, yeah, we're not going to be able to go very deep. We're not going to have Randy be a great help in a lot of places. Yeah, I'm on board. I'm down. I'm down like Flynn. All right, do we have any other last-minute voters, just in case? I want to be totally fair. Said the dog is currently at 18, and the Eldritch Knight is at 27. So if anybody would like to, like, it can still change. It can still over pretty fast. We get a couple of people kind of moving the bar a little bit, and we can shift it. But if not, I'm happy to rock out on this build. So you guys let me know. And I also, I'm curious. Do you guys like doing the TR days on the Follow the Noob stream? I feel like people enjoy watching the build creation process and the thought process, but I never know. Always never know. Do you put 12 points in Harper? I would imagine so. You may not need all 12 points in Harper, depending on where you're going in the Eldritch Knight tree. You might only need a few points in Harper. Because you can, if I remember correctly, I guess we'll pull up the chart again. Right, if we pull the chart up and we look in Eldritch Knight, we can pick up int to damage. Or into, you can pick up one of those two things, right? What can you pick up over here? You can get into hit. So depending on what's going on, you probably still have to go up for into damage, but you may have to be able to do some stuff. Yeah, it is still tier 3, but I couldn't remember if it was into damage or if it was into hit in the Eldritch Knight tree. That's my point. So we'll probably end up having to put 12 points into the Harper tree, yeah. Which I usually don't find to be too bad. The other thing that we have going for us is because we are so deep in our lives, we're getting very nearly almost the maximum racial points, so we should be able to get some more action going on here. So, all right, well, it doesn't look like there's any more voting. So yeah, let's get started. Looks like Eldritch Knight has won the battle, and that of course is it. That's how it works. Bam, delete. If you guys have never seen one of these boogie boards before, they're actually pretty sweet. They're little like magnetic notepads that you can clear. Boink. Yeah, exactly. I think I want to go int base to keep those DCs high as possible. Big question. We did a female life. Last life, we kind of did a little bit of a gender bend. What do we want to do here? Do we want to go male or female forms? Oh, you're going to have a great time, Tim. I think you're going to really like it. What do you guys think? MRF, quickly. Just slam those buttons. If not, I think I'm going to do a male, female. I'll give you guys like a minute in case of lag here. We can do another lady life. Another sweet lady life. Oh, Charmed is gonna carry this one away. Alright, so we'll go with Charmed. Charmed is running the game, folks. Human, female. So I think we're gonna go as much of this as we can get away with. As much as that as we can get away with. We want to make sure that our charisma is positive. I'm not going to worry about wisdom, assuming that we're running around in Pale Master form. It will be a little bit before we get there, but I'm going to kind of give it some slack. So I'm going to dump that. Getting us even is good. Yeah, so we're going to be able to be strength based for a little bit, basically, for damage. Until we can get that switch over, and then we'll see a little bit of a jump up there. You need strength for the 2 weapon fighting feats. Yeah. Do we need more than 14? Keep in mind I do have, I think, plus something tomes. Yeah. I think we're good. 19 for greater. Yeah, but that with tomes it'll kick in. It should kick in with tomes. Hang on. Let's confirm. That's why we have the The repertoire here of DDO build data. Feats, please. Thank you. Why can I not find what I'm looking for? And 2-weapon fighting. Greater 2-weapon fighting is... Oh, that's 2-weapon. 2-handed. There we go. Greater 2-handed fighting says strength 17. So yeah, we got days. We got days. Days worth of stats here. Alright. Forward. So it's nice to have rogue skills. I haven't been running rogue skills the last couple of lives. So it's going to be nice to have those back. We're going to max out our spellcraft. We're going to max out... Do I care about concentration? I guess so. I usually don't worry about it that much. But if we're going to be melee, we'll probably rely on some things that I usually don't. Let's see. The other thing I kind of want to do this life, if we have the opportunity, we should, is I want to take some hide, move silent, and maybe do some sneaking around a little bit. That sounds good. Oh, bluff. If we're going to be doing rogue things, we might as well be able to bluff and turn something around. Hit him in the back of the head. I don't know how much we need tumble for things. The negative, okay, yeah, we'll take heal. Like, we got stats. We got stats for days, so... Or points. Stats and points for days. We'll take it. Take them all. Silly humans with all their things. We can take insightful reflexes now from the hop. I'm not opposed to that at all. We could also power attack. I'm not opposed to that. We can't take mana magics yet, so that's kind of sad. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards both insightful reflexes and power attack. We could also power attack and and cleave, but I think we'll pick up a cleave pretty soon. What do you guys think? Darkhaven says dot. Take two-handed fighting. I don't think we can yet, right? Doesn't that require a base attack bonus number? Oh, strength 15 for two-handed fighting. Okay. We get 15 right away. I'd rather just have this. I thought it was a base attack bonus. Yeah, okay, here we go. So we take two-handed fighting and we can take insightful. I feel like insightful is so much value. Let's see, so our third level feat is probably going to be completionist, because it almost always is. And our second level feat that we'll get from taking our first level wizard will probably be extend, I imagine. Yeah, I think this is correct. No thanks. Thanks. Come on. This is a place that we could start from, I think. First of all, almost always end up just buying a hair from the DDO store whenever I play a female character. But we'll take this one for now. I always have such a hard time making lady faces. I just don't think of Samus as a particularly feminine character. Yeah, this is probably fine. What do you guys think? Reasonable? This seems reasonable. I think this is fine. Alright, lawful good, because I can't think of a reason not to be lawful good. This would be good on a Warforged too. It would be. It may actually be stronger on a Warforged. because especially with all of the action points from past lives, you would have the ability to try to think of how to phrase this. Take, what is it called? There's like a attuned weapon or something where you pair with your weapon and it increases its weapon dice. You'd be able to essentially take that for free, having done all these past life feats. Alright, so the first thing we do, UI layout, load Samus. If you're not familiar with the layout command, it basically does that. You get your bars all where you want them to go, and then you tell it to go into this default stage. I really wish they'd give us a snap function so we could like really line up everything, but this is as close as we have.
Can you talk?
Yes.
Speak to me.
Skip it. I don't want to deal with you. Give me this Ember Sickle. Hey! Pirate Knight! R with honor. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for hitting the follow button, my friend. Welcome to the USS Fat Halfling.
Judging from how it looks now, the Sahuagin are winning. However,
Alright.
some hopeful souls still hold out.
I hate how to get to this bank. This banker is like the most inconvenient. Oh, I guess it wasn't that bad actually this time. I thought this building was connected. I always end up going around and getting lost, and I hates it. I hates it. Alright. Let's see how many experience stones we actually have. Probably not that many, if I'm being honest. We actually had quite a few 100 rolls playing the last... Is that bug still in place? It is. Look at that. Almost nothing. Like, truly sad. I don't think there's any over here. Just kind of like quickly glancing to see if there's any XP stones over here in our TR cache. Again, I don't think... Oh, there's one. There's another one. It's been a long time ago when you and Lessa were doing the DDO cast series. That's right. New characters. So, I like to do a thing where I do my TRing on Wednesdays when I do the Follow the Noob show. I was actually just asking if people enjoyed me doing it on these days. We gotta grab this Quiver of Alacrity as well. Come on, DDO. I know that we're working on some anti-shenanigans stuff here, which I can appreciate. But we could speed this up 10%, right? Bank failed. Let's try again. Alright, Tim, have fun. Thanks for the support as always, my friend. Hopefully we'll catch you later this evening. Come on. Oh, we caught up to the starter Sybaris cakes. That doesn't mean we didn't die at all last life or the life before. It just means that we were in a situation where we didn't have to cake. Which is always a good sign. Oh, sweet. There's another one, too. Man, interacting with the bank is just the worst. It's the least fun part of DDO, is dealing with bank shenanigans. Nope. Didn't need that, I need this. What's up with the login service webpage being offline? I was trying to sign up again and got the page down for maintenance. So, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I'm under the impression that they have turned off account generation. I don't know if it's back on or not. Some people are doing some inappropriate and shady things that I will not dive into too deep on the morning stream. But let's just say it is a situation where dupers are being bad, and one of the things that you can do to stop duping is to not allow them to have accounts that they can just do whatever they want with. This is the quarterstaff we're looking for. Throwaway accounts. And we picked that up. So the only thing that we're actually missing now would be that actually matters right this very minute is our hat as our Samus, right? I have the armor but not the hat. Yeah, the armor, but there it is. There it is. We need our silver party hat. We need it. Look what we have. We have this massive silver. It's not silver, it's white. But we have basically the party hat right here, folks. If you would like to have the ability to make me put this thing on as soon as I have it fixed, so I can actually wear it like a hat, you got to become a Patreon. You got to become a big daddy Patreon supporter. All right. Do we need anything else? Not yet. Do we want the Sword of Shadows skin? Maybe. We'll think about it. Okay. Let's see how far we get in the leveling up process here. Get out of here, trash. Get out of here, more trash. Get out of here, even more trash. Man, just so much trash. Get out of here. All right. Let's see what we have. Drum roll, please. 500 experience. 200 experience. Another 1,000 experience. 1 rank. 2 rank. Nope. Ugh. We're gonna have to jump over to XP Woman, I think, and grab some. Look at that. We didn't even get a whole level out of this. So disappointed in my rolls this last 2 weeks. That's what's a shame. That is the sad part. It was so bad. Alright, so those of you who don't know who XP1 or XP Woman are, every hardcore server season, I basically have one of these alts where oh, that's really awkward. Where I kind of gather the XP stones after a certain point, and then I end up transferring them over. Whoa! XP1 does not have very many stones left. Means that this character is getting close to deletion time, it looks like. That's some miscellaneous stuff as well. Anything super important right off the top of our... Oh, there's another shocking. That needs to be on the other character. Nothing that's like screaming, take care of me, take care of me. So we'll be able to clean this mess up pretty easily, I think. And then this character will be able to go. But as you can tell, see, look at how many... This was from season 1? Season 1, I believe. Look how many characters I end up having to make over in season 1. So many. Alright. Who else has got XP stones? Probably... Usually XP Woman, but I don't know. Again, XP Woman, this character did not come over from the hardcore server. She is a... Ooh, this does not look good. Negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. We may not have enough XP to go to level 2. We may have to straight up play everything. That sounds horrible, actually. Alright. Okay. Let's not panic. We'll check one more alt here. I need to do some cleanup, some inventory cleanup. Do we even have another alt that possibly will have something? Just thinking. Yeah, I honestly can't think of anyone. So I guess never mind. I guess this is what we have. We're gonna actually have to do, I think, Korthos. Which sounds terrifying. We got a letter. I bet you it's from DDO telling me here's some arrows. Look at that. I don't think we're gonna make it to level 2, folks. I really don't. If we don't make it to level 2, how are we gonna actually do anything? I don't. Like what? What do we equip? I guess we just buy like a random thing from the auction house. Oh wait, no. What am I doing? Of course, I'm being silly. We can go over here and oh, they don't have that bag. Go over here and get a bag. How do you get up to set up a new account because you do not have that log? I don't know. If it's down, I honestly don't know. And my so all the DDO announcements come through my Discord and are logged in in the DDO channel, and I do not see it. Let me check the Twitter. And see if they've made an announcement over here on the Twitter. It doesn't. Yeah, here we go. So this is the last thing I'm seeing. New to account creation temporarily expended. We have disabled the ability of creators to create new game accounts this weekend. This temporary measure is being taken to help resolve a recent in-game issue. Help.standingstones.games. So let me... Maybe you can go through there in some way, shape, or form. I don't actually know. Let me copy the link and paste it in the chat for you. I honestly don't know. I would hope that they would have things squared away for new players. And like I said, it said this weekend. But I don't know. Did anyone? I didn't catch all of Jerry's stream. I was playing Magic. And I had it on the other screen, but I'm not gonna lie, I was concentrating on my Magic for the most part. Yep, this is not the correct bag. I don't think they go in the collectibles bag. I think they go in the ingredients bag. The thing I'm looking for here. There it is, the Gargantuan ingredients bag. Alright, it'll be in one of those 2 bags. And I guess while we're at it, we should grab the gym bag. Just because, make sure we have it. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Any new quests on the starting island? No, Korthos is the same. The difference is that they've created a whole new explorer area, or starting area, which is where I'm at right now. Yeah, we'll just grab a silver one for now. I've got so many What? Also level 2. Dope. And you can. It's called Keep on the Borderlands, but you do have to purchase that content, I believe. Let's see. Let's use the. Oh, I didn't even put my other horse in its bag. Okay. Let's use the bone mount this life, I think. What's the word on update 47? I haven't really... I'm not the person that really pays that close of attention to Jerry's stream, unfortunately. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Looking for a hired hand. Byron. I was busy. I have it on. I'm not gonna lie, I have it on, but I tend to like do some other work, or like today played Magic the Gathering. He did mention towards the end of the stream that I was paying attention to that we're gonna let the hireling do all the work today. Do I care about tripping? Yeah, probably. What did he say? He said that there was going to be some downtime in the next in the next while. So it is possible that we could get some stuff there, but I don't think he specifically said anything. Do I still play with Lessa? Lessa and I have had some scheduling problems, so I don't get much of a chance to play with Lessa right now. I think she like rotated to late evenings, basically, and overnights for her new job. As I think she's working in sleep studies right now, so we haven't actually had that much time to catch up lately. And when she does have an opportunity to play, she tends to kind of do the Damsels of DDO thing quite a bit. Yeah, a while back, she actually went back to school to transition into a slightly different field. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it was sleep studies. And when she kind of went back to school was when the cocktail hour went on like a hiatus and stuff like that, and we really just haven't had a lot of time to touch base. We send text messages back and forth from time to time, but I try not to bother her that much because, you know, I don't want to interfere with school and her sleep schedule and bother her in that way. So, and she knows where I am all day, every day. So, when she gets a chance, she comes by. I'd love to have her around more often, obviously. Alright, there we go. We figured out a way to get some experience against all odds. Alright, let's take a wizard level. Yes, I wish to train with you. Whew, this is gonna get... keeping up our rogue skills first. I don't care about open lock. I do care about search and spot because I am bad at memorizing where traps are located. So then we need to pick spellcraft or probably spellcraft, I think. Get it caught up first. Then like I said, I'm pretty sure we're going to take extend spell as our first meta. I think so. And then what are we going to do? I like jump. We don't need Master's Touch. I like Night Shield. We don't need regular shield. I like protection from evil. I like Sonic Blast a lot. Maybe we need shield in the short term, actually. We're going to do the Sonic Blast thing. We could do a Charm Person, maybe. And we'll do Acid Spray. I guess Mage Armor. Doesn't really matter. We'll take all those things for now. Alright, so, first things first. Boop. Eldritch Knight. Boop. Hey. Oh, it's over here. Get out of here. Eldritch Knight, Pale Master, Harper. Kind of want to put Harper next, actually. Harper, because we're actually going to end up putting points in Harper quicker, sooner. But we'll see. Pale Master. Do we care about anything else? Are we finally done? Do we finally have everything? Oh no, we need an Archmage. Because we'll almost always take at least a little bit of Archmage points. Okay. So we're going to cleave. We're going to take Mage Armor. Those are like no-brainers. We're going to take Harper Agent. We're going to take Strategic Combat. Those are our level 1 enhancements that we already did. We have... Oh, and we use our Universal already. So we're good there. So now we just have our 13 racial points. So this is where we get to do some really interesting things. I think we're going to take... Yeah, I think we're going to take the melee power. We're definitely going to take Healing Amp. I think we're going to have our maximum extend range, just because. I think we're going to do Great Amplitude. Increase that strike-through chance. Why we're surging, I think we want to boost our brain power. I actually really like these little boosts. We're going to take Heroism. So now we've kind of like set the tone, I think, for most of the important buffs, as well as the really kind of interesting freebie things. So now that we're level 2, we can even grab our main quarterstaff. This quarterstaff can die in a fire, I guess. I didn't realize it was level 2 when I got it. Such an aggravation. Spells set. I definitely want Sonic Blast. That's going to be like my go-to for breaking things and whatnot. That involves spell components. We don't care right now. Shield does not involve spell components, so we do care. Jump hit does. We don't care. So right this minute, I'm basically just grabbing things that don't have a spell component cost and putting them on the bar. Actually, we don't need this shield spell always on. 5-minute chunks will be more than enough for the quest that we're doing at the moment. Anything else important that we're missing? I don't think so. Come on, get out of the way, Jacoby. Jacoby! Oh, wait, actually. We have the capabilities to disarm these traps. Can we get bonus experience for doing it? I don't actually remember. Don't actually remember if this... There's 2 trap boxes, right? We did. We got 10% bonus. Nice. I'll take it. A couple other things that we actually have to do that I tend to forget. Arcane Alacrity on. Colors of the Queen on. Power of Life and Death on. Skill Mastery on. Purple Dragon Knight Sprint Boost. Okay, we want to smash this before it can activate. That'll give us an extra 81 experience points times 3, which it's a reasonable amount of experience for killing a thing fast, right? Really should probably be experimenting with
Perhaps the cultists brought it here, but it's yours. Here's another Sog Morgan. It croaks. Flag wolf meat. In life, another quest drops out as you
what was I trying to say? I should experiment with stealthing around the quest, actually. Some of these quests you can stealth around really nicely and not have to worry about grabbing aggro from things. I mean, I did go out of my way, right, to take it. It's just not going to last that long. Our move silently is 11. What's our hide? Our hide is 10. That can't be enough to stealth around effectively, right? Even at these levels, not probably feasible. All right, so far we've killed 7 monsters. The 3 altars that I have broken, so we're gonna break 1 more altar, and the ones that Byron has been weeding down for us. Don't know what the magic number is to keep our Nope, we did not get a bonus for not killing people. I also suspect that there's nothing of real value in that chest. I was just trying to get it. I was going to give it 1 shot, and if it didn't fire up, then we're going to let it go. It's just kind of how I tend to roll on those kind of things. Oops. There's the right hole. Took us 3 minutes to do that quest. Jeez. I guess that extra 10% bonus really slowed us down, huh? It's all good.
Some of the braver villagers tried to stem the Sogwagon tide, but their courage led to naught but grievous injuries. Gorthos needs
So I tend to do this quest first because I feel like if this quest fails, for whatever random reason, you kind of get to the position where you just have to get this quest done first before you like move on. Let's extend this as well. Give you a mage armor. I'm a big fan of pumping the pumping your hirelings as much as possible. Making them, people like to complain about hirelings not being very good or not staying alive or whatever. But then when they don't look at it from the fact that hirelings enter a quest with no, like, you don't have any shit buffs. They don't have any resistances. They don't have any like stellar gear. They're basically an armor and a weapon, right? And it's usually not even like a great either of those things. So by us taking 2 seconds, okay, not really 2 seconds, taking a moment to, here we go, we gotta get this guy stunned. Taking a moment to throw them just a little bit of buffs, just a little bit. Doesn't even have to be all that much, to be really honest. just a little bit of assistance can really go a long way when it comes to helping the survivability. And obviously, you have to be alive to do damage, right? Isn't that the idea? So once you start, we still have 5 more. Once you start helping them out in that regard, staying alive, then their usefulness increases. It's a very low a low impact thing that you can do that has a big impact on their usefulness and survivability. Stab all these guys right in their kidneys. Alright, and the last guy will spawn out here in the hallway so we can come loot this chest. Alright, usually spawns somewhere in this hallway. On days that end with Y. Hello? There he is. Hero? My name is Samus, not Hero. Alright, so I'm a big fan of knocking out this first at least to here, at least to this point, at least to the collaborator. And the reason why specifically is because I like having the lower cost XP, or not XP, the lower cost oh my gosh, I can't even think what it's called now. The res cake, sorry, jeez. To the point where I even tend to buy the Old Grolly Krogs or Old Sully's Cogs or whatever they are when they're on sale. I like to batch purchase them. So I imagine even on my iconic lives that'll be coming up pretty soon that I will end up doing these first 3 quests out here, just to like grab those cheap cakes. So if you buy them while they're on sale, they're like 3 DDO points a piece. So I ended up buying 20 of them. I think a couple of weeks ago when they were on sale, or 20 more of them, whatever number, a large number of them, which is going to end up saving, you know, in the grand scheme of things, not that much, right? But over the course of 15, 20, 30, 40, 140 some lives, right? You're talking about $3. If you wouldn't bend down and pick up $3 laying on the ground for that amount of effort of bending down and picking it up, I mean, come on. Some people it's not worth it, right? Those people have enough money that it doesn't matter to them. I'm not those people. $3 is still worth me bending over and picking it up. Miss Cordo, does he post to YouTube? The video will in fact go up somewhere, but it's also on the YouTube channel or the Facebook channel as well. I am having a good day. I always have a good day when I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons. I shouldn't say that. I generally always have a good day when I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons. And it's TR Day, my favorite day. I love the feel of a new life, everything's fast and furious, quick levels, stuff like that. Yeah, YouTube probably won't have it until it finishes processing. So it'll probably be just a little bit. Alright, switch to these guys, please. I have to manually control the hireling in that situation to set the targets. Look at him go. He's doing such a good job. Such a big boy. Keep up the fun. Cheers. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. Is there anything in particular I can assist you with, my friend? I honestly, I'm going to admit, I did not pay very close attention to Jerry's stream. So I can't... I can't really give you that much about what's going on there. But otherwise, I can kind of overall help you out if you have something going on. All right. Meanwhile, you know what? There's plenty of experience. I think we're good. I just like to be higher level, if at all possible. But I don't think we're gonna worry about it that much. Alright, I'm missing something. What quests have you missed? I knocked out the first 3 quests here in Korthos Island. That's all. Nothing crazy. Now I'm actually probably going to just go ahead and head to Keep on the Borderlands. See, we have a extra... I don't think we're worried about dexterity modifier to hit, because we are using our int to hit here. That might change. It might not. I have to think about that. Picking up the... Eldritch accuracy here might be better than picking it up here, but we still have to spend the same amount of points in the tree. I think we're going to start putting the extra points in the Harper Agent first to get up there. I think that's going to end up being more useful in the long run and the short run. New quest at the Keep. Yep, that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to do Keep on the Borderlands. The reason why is because we can get away with doing them on Reaper. Reaper is, for those of you who don't know, basically a new difficulty over and above Elite, where the monsters get buffed and you get penalized, but you get this sweet additional bonus experience points if you can live. It does. The Keep on the Borderlands does have a cost. I don't remember what the cost is. And I'm not gonna go into this other part, but you just missed some really sweet opportunities with some deep DDO discounts by coming back now. So you're gonna be kicking yourself a little bit, but you're still going to be getting some of the best value on the planet right now playing Dungeons and Dragons Online. So Keep on the Borderlands, probably like, I don't know, less than $10 for sure. I'm not even sure I'm allowed to look. Oh, I know where I can look, actually. I can look at the wiki, ddowiki.com. Keep on the Borderlands Keep on the Borderlands says it is $9.95, and I fell down where I didn't want to fall down. So let's ride back around. $9.95, so $10. $10 US. 1 million pesos. I have no idea how many pesos it is, but good morning, Legion. How you doing, bud? It's been a minute. Hope you're having a great day. All right. Let's get this out here. Okay, let's get going here. Sorry, and talking to guild chat sometimes is a blessing and a curse. Blessing and a curse. Why do we have damage? Oh, probably from jumping. I didn't even bring any potions. There's our first problem. So we're just going to try to pop it from distance here. If we can stun it... Oh! Our helper already died. That's great. We can keep it stunned, though, that we can defeat it. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, big hit. Alright, it's down. Whew. Helper down. Did we... We didn't grab, like, literally any potions, did we? Haha, okay. See, this is part of the problem. Usually at level 3, if I come out here to keep on the Borderland, I can summon Ellery, my permanent Gold Seal hireling, and she's usually enough to kind of help us. And then I took this guy to the back. Bam! Yeah, we might have to come and get some healing. Yeah, let's do that. Ah, so aggravating. We'll come back and get some healing. As long as I don't accidentally get murdered, then we're good. Speaking of, I'm going to do this really quick here too, just in case people don't know. And I'll post it for you guys as well, actually. If you're Instagram people and are interested in what's going on with the Fat Halfling, that's the name of my school bus. I have an Instagram account just for converting the school bus, the USS Fat Halfling. And if you have any questions, comments, etc., feel free to ask away. You can either ask me directly here or you can ask there. Either way is fine. I actually think that I want to go ahead and grab my ship buffs. I think that's part of what I want to do. But I also want to grab some like tasty hams and stuff like that. So I need the ability to reheal. Sure. What else is like randomly level 1 or whatever here? Or level 2, whatever we can happen to equip here randomly. Yeah, that looks like that's about it for that. So let's grab our let's grab our teleport item back to the marketplace. This is a fast travel item that you can get from the anniversary event. I highly recommend everyone have one. The D12. Did it for the 12th year anniversary. I personally find it to be a huge time and cost saver. Like really strong. Gets me back to the airship without having to slash death or anything like that. So makes a big difference. Other than grabbing my ship buffs, which is a big part of why we came here, the other reason is I actually have miscellaneous stuff in these guild chests that I tend to use for things here. So like now I have this tasty ham as well. So we'll just put that one here, and then the Cargon's ones can go over here, I guess. Hey, Mokchuk. You can't, but it'll come back during the anniversary event, and it's not that far away. I imagine it's usually like what, February? Excuse me. February when the anniversary event starts again. Maybe the end of February. Doesn't take very long at all. I thought I had some healing potions in here. I don't see healing potions anywhere, actually. Yeah, the anniversary event, it turns on for everybody at the same time each year. Just, I don't know. It would be nice if they could have some sort of way that you can get some of these time exclusive items more often. But I kind of get it. All right, let's jump to the first deck here and grab a couple of things. First of all, let's grab Spirit Binder. And then we'll also grab some level 1 components, Wizardy components, because you don't have, yeah, he doesn't have healing potions. Alright, we'll get those and slam them in this like slot way over here. Now we can go back to keep on the Borderlands, correct? I think so. So, again, another reason why this particular teleport item is so good is that now we skipped 2 loading screens, essentially, to be able to get here to the marketplace. We don't have to leave that floor of the ship. And yes, we could run around and teleport to the, I guess we skipped 1. Let's call it, we skipped 1 loading screen. And we could go from the ship teleporter to the harbor. So instead we skipped that 1 loading screen worth of load time to go straight to the marketplace. But, you know, things like that, they add up. They certainly do.
You certainly do. Alright. Let's give this another go. Now that we have the ability to heal a little bit more, I think we'll be back in fine shape. We should be able to get through this pretty quickly here once we get started. Yeah, 41 minutes. That's a long time. That's a long, long time. Looks like some of the Brits are heading off to Betty Bye. Oh, also, I want to put it out there just in case. If you happen to be on the Solona server, Solona Height, by the way, if you happen to be on the Solona server and you want to join me and you're level appropriate, just why did this not run? So, there we go. Feel free to send me a tell. Happy to have puggers from the stream join. I'm welcome to have other people join as well, but you know how it is. You know how it is. Those are the people. I don't really advertise my LFMs, except to you folks. So again, if you're level appropriate and you want to come carry me through these quests, feel free to do so. Love to have you cleaning up the quests for me. Fear Reaper. Fear Reaper's not as nearly as big of a deal as the Carnage Reaper. We just need to stay close. It can tear us up pretty good if we're unfortunate, so we need to be aware of what's going on, but we don't have to worry about it that much. Alright, we're going to consume this tasty ham. That'll let us get a little bit of incoming healing. Probably around like 2 a second, something like that. 3 a second. Look at that. So good. Or not even a second, a tick. We're going to be full before you know it, you guys. Another Reaper. This one's coming at us fast, so yeah, it's a Carnage. The secret to Reapers is try never to be directly in front of them. Keep moving. Also, put your hireling on them as quick as possible. Unfortunately, mine does not seem to be... There we go. Seem to be believing in staying on Reaper duty here. Whew. Whew, whew, whew. Lots of Reapers today. Lots of breakables for us to break as well. He's on fire sword mode, not force sword mode. That's good. Wow, see what I mean? Lots of Reapers today. And the rats woke up. Another Carnage Reaper even. Keep the boost running. Oh, looks like we got tagged by something. Ooh. Nope. Tagged again. You gotta finish him, guy. Finish him, Byron. Ooh. Ooh. We did regenerate. And I think we're gonna end up standing up from unconsciousness, but I don't know, man. I think we might be DEED dead. Guess we'll find out. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha! Ah! Okay. We're gonna take the stun while we get Byron back up on his feet. Reaper's getting really hard. Walked into a room on Reaper 1 to 2 Carnage Reaper, 1 Plague, and 2 Caster Champs. Yep. They are turning it up, and I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, I certainly feel people's pain when they're first kind of getting into it. But if you're with the team and the team is good, I feel like anybody can handle Reaper 1. I really do. I feel like every single person, if you have a team, people can handle Reaper 1. I just do. That doesn't mean that everyone can go run around and solo Reaper 1, right? That's not what I'm saying. But if you're interested in getting into a little bit of Reaper, don't let your fear be what's holding you back. But that being said, it is certainly tougher than it was. They have certainly dialed it up with the Reaper spawns, or something is going on in there, and you will get situations with very complicated fights that I would have told you previously was the game saying, all right, we just want you to die. Now I think it's a matter of, can you apply the various tactics that you need to keep in mind? Like, can you move? Can you dodge? Can you stay 90 degrees to the Reaper? Can you can you do these laundry list of things that need to be done? Skills that you would cultivate while the Reapers at easier before. I think you just continue to, sure, whatever. Just take it all. I don't even care. Take it all. We'll let the vendor sort it out. That's what I say. That's what I say. It's hard to stay 90% when they teleport behind you. That's true. You have to be really on the ball. You have to continuously be moving. And you have to be able to adjust. I'm not saying that doesn't apply difficulty, because it does. But that's what we're playing for, right? That's why we go into Reaper mode. We don't go into Reaper mode because we just want to push through the quest. If we just wanted to like roll over everything, we just do it on Elite. Now we do it because we want a little bit more challenge. We want that dial up some percentage, and them having the ability to, like, look at that. This guy spawned pretty much right on top of us. Can we stay 90 degrees in this tight area? Ooh, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But we want that. Like, we literally want that. That's why we play. Oh, I know, man. Getting teleported and slowed sucks. What's this spellcaster doing? Throwing spells our way. It's not what we're about. Do I need to pull this? I think I do. Plague Reaper. Come on. Run your Intimidate guy. Nice. Good job, Byron. I don't have a way to heal you, my guy, so you better figure it out. But, good luck. Turn that guy around. Turn that guy around. Byron can sleep it off. Be sure if they're shrining to go ahead and tell them to stay while they finish their shrining. Otherwise, they will teleport mid-shrine. Back this direction. Through this door. I did pick up the key, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright, unfortunately there's not a way to, like, pre-break the breakables in this room, so I have not found a way to, get the breakable bonus without, before the quest completes. I would like to see a way that you could do that, or them not put the breakables in this room. Because you're talking about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I think, breakables. Which is a lot when it comes to making things happen. Again, we're going to put our hireling in standstill mode while we maneuver through the quest a little bit. Then we're going to pull him out and see what we can get done. I always go this cold way now. The other way just seems less efficient in every single regard, in my opinion. So I go like this. I see this cohort, this tripwire. I jump over it. Then I summon my hireling. Okay, and then we start to go hunting. A hunting we will go. A hunting we will go. And Byron's already taking a big pile of damage. Not, as they say, ideal. We do have to kill enough orcs, which can be problematic sometimes. Oh, Byron down. That orc is down. Byron should have taken evasion. Silly Barbaria. Barbaria! Da, 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 da. Okay, give him a straight shot to get back here. Do we baby, do we eat a healing thing? I don't think so. I think we just kind of fight around this table for a minute and give Byron a second to come back to life in this room when he doesn't have any aggro. Wow, he just Took the very first shot to the face and died. Poor guy. Poor guy. Alright, so we need one more orc kill. So I tend to open up this door right here and pick up this orc. Sometimes there's 2 orcs. That usually kind of gets things taken care of. He's a Warforged, he'll stand up, so I don't have to worry about him. If he didn't, we would wait for him to die and then bring him to the shrine. But since he should stand up, he should join us in the Explorer Zone at full health. Whee! Alright, I need to... Nice. Okay. So we disabled this runner. Which I don't always have don't always get done. But I'm really glad we got it done this time. Alright, so by disabling the runner, we should be able to come into... Where's this alert at? Uh-oh. By disabling the runner, this fight should not be active. Oh, there's a Reaper. Which I assume that's what was causing the problem. Is that there was a Reaper, but... It looks like it still did not activate the actual fight in there, which is what I was concerned about. So we come in here now, and we talk to this lovely lady. And we diplomacy away. We diplomacy away. Just diplomacy for days here. Alright, then for purposes of not getting everyone just completely murdered, I like knocking out these concubines first, these casters. And then work on everything else here. Sure. Flame ring, we'll pick up the key so we don't have to bother to pick a lock. Then we're good. We've knocked another one out here. Making sure that we've killed at least 10 monsters, which of course 21 is a little bit more than 10. And we can just keep on keeping on. I haven't been paying attention to how many Reaper points we've been getting. It looks like this is another 172. Diplomacy. And we good. Some of these are such excellent quests. 2 minutes. And what was the actual experience point total from this? I have to look. Just under 2,000 experience. Plus the optionals we picked up along the way. Certainly put us at over 2,000 experience. Just lovely little quests. This quest I'm much less of a fan of, but I have grown to like it more. I'm certainly warming up to it. It's it's not as long as you need, like as it seems it needs to be. Let's see, which ring am I wearing? I'm wearing just the jade ring. One of the new rings we got. There's a chill ring. We got a flame ring. That's mythic 1. Worst case scenario, we put that on. We haven't got an acidy ring yet. Okay. So we may want to switch to burning hands at some point over the acid spray. There we go. That's the door we're looking for. Always got to find this iron key. Trying, Byron. I'm trying. Trying to keep their aggro, my guy. But you are not making it easy for me. No. Trying to remember if we're gonna run into a shrine or if I have to run through the trap area to get to the shrine. I honestly do not remember. Let's have the big hit point jump here. We're gonna have to put up with a few seconds of being stunned, but that's okay. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Quote a good friend of the stream, Tilbrell. Not that bad. I honestly don't remember where all the shrines are in this room or this area. I think there's one through here somewhere. There's the Goblin Shaman. I'm the chief now! Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we need to go that way, and I think that the shrine is not along this path. So I think we'll just keep moving. Also not that way. This way. This is what I'm talking about. There's like a lot of these little twist and turns and back loop around, and if you did this first, I'll do that first. So I'm not. Still, this one gets me a little bit. Go ahead and consume another tasty ham as well. So one of the numerous reasons I really like these tasty hams is just whoa, there's no way we've been in this quest that long. Oh, they're only giving me 4 minutes. Okay. One of the reasons I really like the tasty hams over some of the other forms of healing is that this heal over time can do a lot of work for you. Also, people like to mail them to me for free. They're like, you still like these things? Here, take them. I'm like, I do still like them. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that one seems easy. I think we can figure that one out. Middle, top, over, back. Uh-oh. We're getting complicated, boys and girls. Ladies and germs. Woo! against all odds, we figured it out. I didn't think we were going to get there. Somehow we did. Alright, again, we're going to stay in a natural choke point if we can. Probably should have bluffed this guy. Let's bluff that guy. Alright, and then unfortunately I think we're gonna, if we're gonna raise our helper, I think we have to go through the trap way here. Again, we're staying out of the way of archers and keeping guys hopefully in a position where we can't get surrounded. So here's the trap way. I have no idea where, if there's a trap box along the way. Yeah, we need him back on his feet. No trap box? No trap box. Oh, Durham is shrining. Yeah, I almost never go this way. I avoid going through this trap unless I have to raise my hireling, in which case then I go down there and raise them. You might go, Sam, why do you take all this time to make sure your hireling is okay? Well, sometimes they do a bunch of work. You take care of them, they will do. They'll try their best to take care of you. I'm pro hireling, regardless of how many flaws they have. Again, we're gonna show this guy that we're harmless. So he shows us his tum-tum, and we can stab him in his kidneys. In his stupid kidneys! Oh, gobnoblins. I feel like this quest took us a lot longer than it should have. How long were we in here for? 8 minutes. Yeah, that's way longer than we should have been in here. That's alright. Do we want to put this armor on? Like, we have literally no armor now? Probably. Feels close. I usually don't wear any armor until level 4. Except for the Shin's robe. And that's because that thing is sweet. Masterful. Hunt Jerry down the next time he's on one of your live servers on a DM account and make him give you a Shin's robe. Just shake him. Just shake him until he gives it to you. Like a misbehaving kitten. Just give me the Shin's robe. Alright, here's another quest that I have finally kind of wrapped my head around. Alright, Dark. Have a great one, my friend. Thanks very much for hanging out. Appreciate you as always. As well as the assistance you have provided on the build here. I'm gonna have fun. I'm always gonna have fun. Alright, so let's see. First thing we gotta do is we gotta speak to the tablet. We need to make a mental note that Bubblegum Foot's over here. And there should be another tablet. Sweet, we got one. Sweet, we got another one. Sweet, we got another one. Perfect. Alright. Now that we've convinced all the members of the tribe. Talk to this bro. Looks like proof to me. I'm here for all the proofs. Oh, did I not talk to somebody I need to talk to? Yeah, I'm gonna have to double back, I think. I missed an opportunity to talk to somebody to not have to double back so much. Oh, darn it. Does it mean we can click this? Nope, not yet. Alright, must not need to click that anymore. Yeah, I feel like we're missing something here. That guy is gone now? Sure, okay. Yep. I'm trustworthy. Yeah, it's probably what it is. I convinced everybody and I probably didn't need to do things. Oh, no, that's why. I didn't click on that tablet. That's why. Didn't click that tablet. See what I mean? Like, that's... What? I wasn't here, so these guys lost? Really? Also, keep in mind, we do have to make sure that we get enough things killed if we want Reaper experience out of the deal. I honestly don't know. Like, some of these guys didn't even start to fight. What is up? See, all these guys, none of these guys are fighting. Huh, yeah, see, they're just not... Huh, I wonder what I did wrong. I clearly did something incorrectly. Look at all this strength damage. Glad we're not strength-based right now. Big question. Is there a shrine in this quest? There is, okay. Go back and shrine up here. Wow. We took quite a bit there, actually. I don't think we need to worry about it. I think when we recall, we'll be okay. But I want to make sure that we... Our barbarian is back up on his feet. Alright. Man, I'm getting hungry, too. It's almost 2 o'clock. Alright. Speaking of 2 o'clock, you can tell because Remington's around. Which means he's getting ready for work. That is the pitter-patter of somebody who did not prepare earlier. Alright, we're gonna go this direction while we're all full on health and stuff and see if we can get in a situation where a situation where we can clean things up and get lucky and happen to find the quest item towards without having to double back a whole lot. We may have to double back a whole lot anyway, but if we can reduce any double backing by taking a little bit of a chance, then we should definitely do it. I want to separate the guys as much as we can. Again, if we had the capability of healing our hireling, we might be a little bit less worried about things. But because we can't right this minute, we need to be a little bit more cautious. Just a little. Alright, unfortunately we lost our hireling, which was something we were trying to avoid very hard. It's not the end of the world, it just makes things a little bit more difficult, which means we definitely need to stop and eat a tasty ham. Tasty ham. how to solve this puzzle. Could be complicated. Alright. We need to be really careful. Make sure that we don't get ourselves in a situation where we become pinned. Kind of do a smart pull in here. We get the human to turn around. The person that has internal organs that like getting stabbed, we should definitely convince that guy to. This wall is the most dangerous wall I've ever seen. Just gonna ask all sorts of people questions as they walk in. Alright, he put his axe away. That was very generous of you, wall. I never do this optional. I just don't. It's not worth the extra hassle, in my opinion, to 9 times out of 10 to make that happen. Same sort of thing. We're gonna pull things back. I do, however, want to slam this guy if I can knock him out while he's getting before he runs off. Oh, he might be too fast. He might be too fast. No, come back. He's so fast. And our arcane spell failure is too slow. No! Ran around the corner, missed him. Ah! I clicked the wrong boost. I'm a fool. Let everybody down. Maybe I should have got the Medusa out of the cage if I knew I was going to be such a failure. Speaking of failure, I did not see the paper back here. But we'll double check. Yeah, it was not. I didn't see it. I didn't see it in didn't see it in this room either. Which means we're gonna have to keep looking. This room. Unfortunately, you gotta get close enough that you can actually tell if it's sparkling or not. Oh yeah, also there's a shrine. Oh, let Dorcas come back to life too. Alright, so not in that room. So now we gotta keep looking, keep hunting. I don't recall seeing it up in this direction, but I have seen it down here a couple of times, so we'll take a look. Brian is back. Don't feel like I've ever seen it in the graveyard here. So we're going to try to avoid it. Now this is the prisoner, right? This is the prison? No, it could be in here. There it is. And I don't want to deal with this Fear Reaper, so I'm just going to leave. gonna get away and walk out the front door, I think. Let's move Byron. Put him on peaceful mode and call him back again. Yeah, there's no reason to fight once we complete the quest. Alright, one more quest to go. And we'll have made it all the way through Keep on the Borderlands. I would normally go back and take level 3 here, but this quest is short. There's only one. We can kind of push through, I think, without having to go back. Thought I saw a Reaper right there in that door for a minute. I was like, really? 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 But it would have been fine if they did put a Reaper there. Wouldn't be the first time. Now I'm pretty sure we saw a Reaper spawn. Yep, there we go. The reason why I'm a little bit distressed over finding these Reapers here is just that they are in such tight quarters. Is mostly the reason. That is very difficult to keep a tight circle on, staying at least 90 degrees. Oh, so many hits. They just keep coming. So this is why the Pale Master part will be so exciting for this build, is that you would be able to turn on a lower level negative energy aura, for example, or later a higher level negative energy aura, and get the positive healing back while you're fighting. And sorry, the negative healing aura back. Get the negative hit points back. Get some hit points returning while you're doing stuff. So you get an opportunity to turn your blue bar into a red bar is pretty powerful for a wizard. It's not something that is typically very much a wizard power. So having that ability to kind of take a crack at it and making something like that happen can be very, very powerful effect out of a class that normally does not get that kind of power. Alright, Harry's teleported on top of us. Carnage Daddy. Fire off our melee boost. Come on. Why can we not attack? There we go. See where this guy's kidneys are. See where this guy's kidneys are. Just going to keep getting in the way. There we go. Strike through doing its work as well. Love it. I love it. Strike through's bomb. No, Bay? I don't know. There's a song. There's a song. I guarantee it. About how great strike through is. Speaking of, let's find the shrine. Get Brian up on his footses. Hello, wildebeest. Man, I can't believe these rats are like, oh my god, there's a giant owlbear. Apparently we can't convince this owlbear that, oh no, we did. We did it. We got him. Look, we got a sneak attack dice. I didn't think we were going to get there. I didn't think we were going to get the kidneys. We did it. So good. So glorious. Glorious kidney stabbing. Alright, well that was all the quests out in this particular zone. We did manage to get to level 3, which means we'll have some time at level 3 in the marketplace doing... brain trying to catch up, booting, doing some Reaper Harbor quests. So let's get our end rewards. Sell, repair, take our level, etc. I'm going to use the restroom, and we'll come back and we'll do some harbor quests. Maybe we'll play for, I don't know, another hour or so, give or take. We'll check on what the wife kind of thinks that she should be ready to get some foods. Send her a text also while we're kind of getting some shenanigans together here. I'm really just looking for Gildernaund or anything that specifically like catches my eye in particular. Vorpal, interesting quarterstaffs, stuff like that may or may not catch my eye. Pretty much everything else, it's got to be low level stuff for it to really make me excited. Low level rings, I probably should be having one of the item boosting doodads, but from this level, they're just not going to be getting that much. Is this considered a named item? I think so. We'll take that. Take that. Let's see if we can feed it to our sentient gem. One more here. Smoldering crossbow of insight. Well, all that sounds terrible. So, congratulations, you got me. All right, I'm gonna recall back. I'm also gonna take a quick 30-second ad break while I use the restroom. Please stick around. We'll be right back, everybody. I really do appreciate your support. Feel free to mute the ad, mute the tab if you need to. But I'll be right back. 30 seconds. Alright. Welcome back, Samus. I missed you. Aw, you're so sweet, Samus. Missed you too. Missed you guys also. Hopefully you guys are back and having a great time. Where do we want to go next? I honestly feel that we probably want to keep going up the Eldritch Knight tree, up the Wizard tree. And at least until level 3, and then we might take another rogue level. I need to kind of look around and come up with a little bit of a plan here. So, disable device, search, spot. Again, I just take spot because I'm a person that I feel like I struggle to remember where the traps are located. So, I like to just have it. It's a me thing. If you're somebody who doesn't need to know where the trap boxes are because you have them memorized, then you obviously don't need to do that, but I am not that person. What do we want? This is odd. I think I want to grab the various bolts here at some point. We'll grab the fire one, and we'll grab the acid one. Oh, we could want burning hands actually instead. We made that comment, remember? Let's actually take burning hands and caustic bolts. No, I changed my mind. Let's do chill touch and burning hands. If we end up focusing on the Pale Master qualities sooner than later, we may want to have a little bit extra capabilities in the Necro department. We'll have to just wait and see. We have 3 action points. Again, I want to get to Know the Angles, I think, as quickly as possible here. I think Know the Angles is a really great little buff for what we're doing. So we want that to be there right away. Gear upgrades at level 3. There's at least one that always comes to mind right away, immediately at level 3. Or level 4, depending on what your gear situation is when you crafted something. But for me, my bracers of wind are level 3. I don't know if everyone's can be like that now. Bracers of wind. Yeah, you can still get one at level 3. So I always carry around one of these guys. First of all, it's a great little magnetism item. So if you would like to use Shocking Grasp or another electric spell, it does a lot of work for you. But most importantly, the bracer slot giving you a... Yeah, I want to grab these Greater Treasure Hunter elixirs, I think. Probably. But I also want to grab the Bracers of Wind, which I assume are going to be in this section. Nope, they're going to be over here somewhere. Wonderful. So having permablur on a bracer slot, something that's relatively minor in my opinion to switch around or make free, I think there it is. I think kind of gives you a lot of really interesting capabilities. We also had the opportunity to put on a few other pieces of gear, and I think we'll probably do so. So we're definitely going to put on Margaret's necklace, right? That's 7 profane hit points as well as death block. Yoink, pretty easy. If you don't have an ancient crafted trinket of melee alacrity with masterful craftsmanship, so it's level 1, sorry. That definitely means that you've lost something that you're not going to be able to get back, and that kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, I do, so I'm going to use it, which means that like things like this bottle of Deep Shadows or Deep Promise, even though these are great items, they're just melee alacrity on a melee at plus 10. You can't get that, as far as I know, outside of like some sort of ancient crafted item outside of the Ring of Power at level 8. So level 8 we'll probably switch that trinket around, but until then it's so tough to do that. You could also give up. You play the game, but I'm so lost on there. Okay, let's rewind. What are you lost about? My comment about the melee alacrity. So let's rewind. Let's take a second to discuss that. So in the first iteration, where to level at? Oh, okay, we can do that. We can. I like to level in the marketplace, but people also like to level in House Deneth. There's also a good. There's a couple of different places in the harbor. So I'll run back by them on the way out and show you where some of the trainers are that I like to use. Deal. All right. Let's see. Need to also switch my potions here. So potion to cure. Oh, should we? Maybe we should have also wore our anger set. I feel like we didn't have too many problems hitting things though. Having the int to hit, I definitely think did some work for us. Anyway, back to the melee alacrity stuff. You're level 2. That's if you're on Solona and you would like to join me, just let me know. If you're not on Solona, I can't help you, but if you're on Solona, you're welcome to tag along with me for the next hour or so that I'll be playing DDO here, give or take. Grab my trash can. Grab this neutralize poison. You're on Galanda. Unfortunately, not a lot of help I can do for you there, my friend. Galanda, I have heard good things about Galanda though, so sure you'll find good people there. All right, so I'm gonna drag these potions down to my bar. I like putting them right here, pretty much in that order every time. And then I'm also going to go ahead and grab a ranged weapon, just so I don't forget in the future. So anyway, if there we get a re-roll here for the day. If you happen to be, oh nice, that's another solid roll. If you happen to be on a player that has been playing for a long time, the first iteration of the Cannith crafting allowed you to craft melee alacrity at level 3, and then you could reduce that level with the Masterful Craftsmanship shard. So if you were a person who took the time to make a melee alacrity trinket at level 1, like I did, you could have that at level 1, which is pretty awesome. I know a lot of people got rid of all that kind of stuff because the crafting never changed, whatever. But the crafting has changed several times since then, to be fair, and that is no longer the case. So now, let's sell some of this junk, not that. Whatever, I'm just gonna sell these things. I could feed them to my sentient gem and get, I actually got quite a bit. How many of them we ended up getting? Like 5. We could have picked up a few. This is actually really good. I'm going to keep that. Pick up a few. I'm going to sell that as well. What was I saying? Oh, I could pick up a few extra experience in my sentient gems. You know, but so little that I'm not, it doesn't really matter.
I wonder what you'll pick. So
Just
many
like
choices.
that. Okay, so when you first step into the marketplace, right, there's going to be trainers, and you can tell they're trainers on the map by having this little green leaf. Okay, I know it's not easy to see on the map, but they'll be right here. So you have some to the right, you have some to the left, you have some to the middle. So like right when you come into the marketplace, there's a batch of trainers. If you're still level 2, and say you're working in the harbor, here in the harbor, there's going to be a couple places where you can get training. So like right here in the map happens to be a spot, and to give you a landmark, right? To give you a landmark, when you come out of Korthos, you're gonna come out of Korthos on this little island. Okay, by the lighthouse. So when you come out of the Korthos Island area and you're running over here, it's going to be right up this big staircase where you're going to find these trainers. So you have like the wizard trainer and those, they kind of like go in a big circle, basically. Lana, hey Voodoo.
Lana.
Danger zone.
Danger zone. Welcome everybody. Greetings and salutations, friends. I hope you're having a wonderful day. The Sork trainer specifically is right here. So if you notice above their heads, there's these little symbols, right? These little icons above people's heads. These are semi-transparent blue. Those are going to be the trainers. And you're looking for the one that's a hand on fire if you're playing a Sork. That's the Sork trainer. What did I end up being? I ended up being a quarterstaff wizard. And we're going to be doing the Eldritch Knight quarterstaff build. That's what we're going to do. We will end up doing some acrobat stuff. But we're going to primarily be a... What is it called? It's got a name. It's got a name. It's going to be an Eldritch Knight. Primarily an Eldritch Knight quarterstaff build. We're hybridizing all sorts of goodies. Hybridizing everything. That is the goal. Stupid fly. I have a fly. I have like... Permanently have a fly stuck in my room and I can never do anything about it. It's incredibly aggravating. Is it hard to get a horse? No. Getting horses are not too bad. They do involve a little bit of work. So, in Keep on the Borderlands, the area I just came from, right? There is an explorer zone out there where the quests are located. As you do that explorer zone, there's going to be what they call rare encounters. And those rare encounters will have like a slightly more difficult boss. And if you than the regular area around there. And when you run across one of those bosses, they'll drop a chest. Okay, so that's what a rare encounter is. And when you clear, there they are, this is what I'm looking for. When you clear that rare encounter and loot that chest, there's an opportunity for a feather token to be in the chest. And if you find, I think it's 15 of those feather tokens, maybe 14 of those feather tokens, it's not too many, then you can turn in for a horse token, or for a horse in the Keep of the Borderlands area. So it's not too bad. I don't know if I specifically made a video on that in the past. If not, it should be something that I put up in there. You can check the wiki for the best routes rares. You can indeed do that. I can do that while we're sitting here, actually. For this quest, I'm literally going to AFK for 3 more minutes here, so... Bring up to Keep on the Borderlands. Like I said, there'll be a map of the Explorer Zone somewhere. This one? Yep. There you go. So here's the Explorer Zone out here in the Keep in the Borderlands. So I ran around just up here to the north where the quests are, but you can see all these different bosses. The bosses are going to be in this yellow, or the rare encounters will be in this like yellow color. And then what they call the Explorer Zones, area that you can walk to. You'll get a little bit of experience for the first time that you've encountered it. And once you've cleared all of the Explorer Zones for an area, or all the explored points for an area, your map will be exposed. So you'll be able to see the entire map once you've taken the time to clean up the explore zones. So pretty nice. And I believe if you look through the wiki, not sure where they talk about it, but somewhere in here they'll tell you about the horse. Here we go, right here. Qua Veses, however you say his name, will talk to you about the wondrous mounts and what you have to do. Is Sork a good starter for a new player? It would not be what I would recommend. I think it is fine. I typically recommend that people play either like paladins or clerics to start with. Paladin typically is what I recommend the most to people. And the reason why is simply because it gives you some melee capability, gives you some healing capability, lets you touch on the spell casting capabilities, etc. And it's relatively straightforward. I have videos on how to play a paladin on my YouTube channel, or how to build a paladin on my YouTube channel, stuff like that. I'm a big fan of the paladin for new players in particular. That being said, if you have a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons experience, there's nothing wrong with the Sork. A Sork is a fine class, and if you're already playing it and you already are having some success, then keep going. What is it they say that you have to start, or you have to start to make progress, or whatever that stupid saying is. Basically, you just have to do it. And the fact that you're going will help you out the most. I will take a second though and promote a couple of YouTube-y things. It's fine, whatever. So my YouTube channel, and I'll also link it, is youtube.com/SamusGarobo. And in here I have a couple of different things. I have 204 videos for quest guides. Pretty much everything. And then I also have this DDO guide section where it kind of goes through all sorts of goodies. But also, if you were to look at things like, for example, Voodoo here. Voodoo's got 900 some videos, right? Pretty much all of his videos are DDO videos. He pretty much doesn't have a single non-DDO video. And he's got all sorts of also really great information in here as well. But if you keep looking around, you also have like StrimTom, right? StrimTom's, he's got almost 500 videos in here. Can get a lot of work done. It looks like I am definitely the one with the most videos, however, as I have almost 2,000 videos now. Does it say? Do I have to go to my channel to see how many videos I have? But yeah, all sorts of stuff. Not all of them are DDO videos though, so these people are primarily there. You subbed to the channel? Perfect. Thank you very much for doing that. But yeah, inside this playlist. But the point I'm trying to make is you have wonderful resources now that I didn't have when we got started, right? So you have like DDOcast.com, right? You have YouTube, you have me, you have Voodoo, you have StrimTom, you have the Twitch channels. you have so many great resources that you can just go and ask a question. Hey, thanks for that. Who was that? Anonymous gifter gifted a 1-month sub. Welcome to the USS Fat Halfling, my friend. Anonymous, thank you very much for generously donating. But my point is that if you have a question, these are places that you can turn to. You can leave a question for me. You can leave a question for Voodoo. Both of us will stop whatever we're doing and answer your question. I almost guarantee it. We're both really in that grow the community mindset, I think. Some of the other streamers are more getting things done oriented. But I think it's a Sarlona thing in particular. That doesn't mean that there aren't other streamers that will also go out of the way to help you. But the two of us that I would recommend highly for that would be Voodoo and myself. So, but DDOcast, another great resource. DDO Player News, I think is what it's called, are pretty good. The Damsels obviously is great. Damsels of DDO. So like you can ask a question to a lot of people and they'll really go out of the way to help you out. So if you have questions, don't feel overwhelmed and stop. Just come and ask somebody. Just ask somebody. Hey, thank you very much for the follow to Fry. I'm sure I said that incorrectly and I apologize, but I do the best I can. Hey, runs it again. Look at that. Look at that. My shield spell failed. Alright, let's fix that. Oh yeah, look how much more damage we're doing. We literally basically, I don't want to say double their damage because it didn't double it, but we certainly added a pile of damage with the Know the Angles. So good. So good. Close enough, you appreciate the effort. If you can, I would be more than happy to figure it out. I'm one of those people who have difficulty sounding out words. Like it's just not a thing that my brain does. So I always feel like a butt because I can't do it. I'm one of they call them like memorization readers. So like I get the meaning of a word or learn to use a word from reading, and a lot of it comes from the inference of the word in the sentence or whatever. But then I end up not pronouncing things correctly at all. Savonel? T Fry? Well, welcome you guys. I will do my best to remember. Because I know that people will pronounce my name Samius, which is fine. People can say my name however they want. I'll answer to anything, but I normally go by Samus. I always tell the story about how 8 or 9-year-old me was busy playing video games when Metroid came out, and everyone would make fun of me for having a girl's name, because I used Samus for literally since I was like 8 or 9. And young Samus was like, I'm a boy! And I put an I. I started putting an I in my name for no reason other than the fact that it's like, I means I'm a boy! Oh, such a stupid kid. Not always smarter. So I can call you Sav. Well, welcome, Sav. Thank you very much for hanging out with us today. I appreciate it. Also, thank you for hitting the subscribe button over on the YouTube channel. Also, John, if you're listening, thank you very much. I appreciate it as well. The updates, I don't have a good way yet to see if YouTube is getting subscribers when I'm on Twitch. Like, I don't have a way to play it. I wish I did, because I would like to play it so when people watch the replays over on YouTube, it's there, but I don't have a good way to monitor that yet. I'm just too lazy. Being level 2 is okay to do missions. You can do the missions on whatever level you want to do the missions. There's lots of experience, and you don't have to do them. In fact, if you're a new player, you probably can't do them on a hard difficulty. You have to do them at normal, hard, elite to progress up there, unless you're in a party. So the question becomes: are you willing to take the risk of failure? Right? Got to risk it for the biscuit, as they say. So yeah, I think you do all these quests at level 2, level 3. If you do Korthos Island, right, the island quest chain, you knock it out, you should be pretty close to level 3. By the time you finish Korthos Island, you may have a little bit of experience to go, but you'll be pretty close. And then if you want to wander around in the harbor, I think you'll have plenty of success. Again, I'd recommend taking a look at the specifically my video for I just keep going to my own YouTube channel here. Again, I would strongly recommend going into this the playlist for the DDO quest guide. I have the harbor divided into 2 different sections: Harbor Part 1 and Harbor Part 2. And what I'd recommend is you basically just follow through the quest order just like I have it listed on Harbor Part 2. Even if you don't watch the video, right, you just click on it. One of the things that I have done is when there's multiple quests like this, I list out the quest order that we do. So information is key, Haberdasher, Dirk's got a secret, watch the Busher's path, etc. And then you can go back over to the part 2, and it says it's the little quest here too: recovering lost home, missing pack, stealthy repo, new ringleader, smuggler's warehouse, bringing the light. So like the way and it's so on and so forth. So I kind of grouped them up in like areas of the map that are kind of close to each other. So right now I'm actually doing what I would consider part 2 of the harbor. Normally I do them the other way around. You're a first timer and you're almost 4 when you left Korthos, but you did every mission on hard. That's, like I say, there's lots of experience in Dungeons and Dragons, and the amount of experience that you need as a first life character comes pretty quickly, to be really honest. So for example, when you TR, and I know this is a new concept for everybody, it's called true reincarnation. That's what we did today. You take your character and you basically start back over at level 1. Okay? And what happens is, the first time you do that, it doesn't quite double the amount of experience you need to get to level 20 again, but it does increase your experience point amounts necessary. And then you can do it another time for a total of maximum value of 3 times. I mean, for purposes of increasing your experience point total, it'll go up to 3 times. So now I need something like 3.8 million experience points to get to level 20, where a first life character needs, I think, 1.9 million experience points to get to level 20. So it's very quick by comparison. So you can take your time, really experiment, do things on a lower difficulty compared to more experienced players that are in this TR process to maximize their experience. Can you TR at level 18 or at level 20? You have to be level 20 assuming you are not an iconic character. If you're an iconic character, because it skips you to level 15, they want you to go to level 30 before they will allow you to TR. So again, is it worth going to level 30 before you TR? Yes and no. So one of the things that is necessary to TR, regardless of how you do it, is called a Heart of Wood or a Heart of Blood, right? Depending on what you want your TR to count as. Okay, if you want your TR to count as towards your class past lives, you need what's called a Heart of Wood. If you are looking for what they call a racial past life, then you need a Heart of Blood. So for example, I got to level 20 as an alchemist, right? That was my primary class. That's what my little icon was. Over here was an alchemist icon. I got to level 20 and I got a Heart of Wood. And then I went through the TR process, and now I've gained a alchemist past life feat. And it says that I occasionally find myself drinking things without knowing what they do. Each time I get this feat, I get +1 to transmutation DCs and 20 maximum spell points. Then it also says that it can be stacked up to 3 times. I haven't done all my alchemist lives. Nice. Okay, so I also have to do some I gotta do some more alchemist lives. Gross. That's how you get your race or your class past life feats. Then you have racial past life feats. So I was an Aasimar. It didn't matter what class I was. Let's again say that was that same alchemist life, right? And then I decided to use my Tome of Blood when I TR'd, and instead I got this racial life. So the first one says I get +1 to the heal skill. Doesn't seem as great as the racial or the class ones. But then when I did it a second time, it changes to I get +1 to wisdom. When I did it a third time, I get +1 racial action point. So like it's a tiered system as opposed to the heroic life ones, for the class-based ones that can stack up to 3 times total. So the advantage of going all the way up to level 30, and the reason I kind of was mentioning that part of the story, is because to TR, you need an item, those items, right? The true heart. Is it not true? Is it just heart? Yeah. So here's a Heart of Wood, right? So to get a Heart of Wood, you have heroic True Heart of Wood. Excuse me, heroic True Heart of Wood. I knew it was a True Heart of Wood. There's 2 ways to get it. You can purchase it from the DDO store, which honestly is what I ended up doing some amount of the time, because it was easier for me to take the time to earn the DDO points than it was to earn the other way. So you can use real money or the points that you earn playing to do that, or you can get these 20 tokens of the 12, and you get them by doing certain quests that are level 20 plus quests. So a lot of people will take time to farm tokens, and that allows you to purchase this Heart of Wood. Same thing for Heart of Blood, without having to use without having to use an outside currency. So 6 of one, half a dozen of another. I would recommend going all the way to 30 and just experience the content of the game at that level, like your first couple of times through. Take time to stop, enjoy, smell all the roses. But But once you kind of get the hang of the game and what's going on, I typically just TR right at level 20. Man, that was a long answer. Sorry, I don't know what I did there, but my throat's starting to hurt all of a sudden. Probably just talked too long without taking a drink. Since when is it level 20? Because I remember level 18. I don't think you ever could TR at level 18. I think they introduced TRing as something to do after level 20. But I could be wrong on that. Certainly don't quote me. What is the best merc to use while leveling? So, the hirelings have different uses at different levels, right? Because they're all level based. So it changes a lot. Like, for example, it also fluctuates on your needs as well as your level. So, like, for example, I'm using Frenzy right now at level 3. Frenzy is just an insane hireling at level 3. He does great damage. He's very aggro. He's really hard to kill. Just kind of everything that you're looking for in a low-level hireling. That being said, if you are a melee or somebody who does lots of damage, like a barbarian or a sork or something, maybe your needs are not the same kind of needs as this, and instead you would be better off with a character or a assistant like a cleric, for example, to help heal you while you kill the monsters, right? And then if you're a spellcaster, a cleric with the divine vitality ability, that is a way for you to get spell points back or mana back so you can continue to cast spells. So again, it kind of depends on your needs and your needs at the time. So like I was saying, last life I spent quite a bit of time using lower level hirelings that were cleric hirelings because I was a spellcaster based build. I spent all of my time casting spells. I almost never attacked. So that being the case, my spell points ran low often, and instead of using like mana potions that are kind of hard to come by to be able to continue questing, I would use the hirelings and have them restore my mana bar so I could continue questing. How do you get mana back? There's only a couple of ways to get mana back. You can use a hireling in Divine Vitality. There's a handful of items in the game that are not consumables that you can get. A couple of named items. You can shrine at a rest shrine, or use a shrine of the Eladrin store item that you may have gotten through a daily roll or whatever. Or they have potions that you can both buy in the store or you can find in the game called mnemonic pots. So the mnemonic pots will restore your mana to ooh, nice Dragon Sword fragments. To restore your mana. Alright, here we go. What's this say? At launch, February 2016, it was 10. Those were the level caps. Those were the level caps. Charmed. Yeah, those were the caps. But TRing was not introduced until level 20, I believe. Maybe that's the difference here. again, I might be incorrect. It may have just been, you may have been able to true reincarnate at level 15 or level 18, but I don't think so. I'd have to like look up the history just to double check myself. And then there's one more way that you can kind of get mana back. Besides a few I mean, technically it's also a named item, but as you collect collectibles, you just saw me pick up one of these Dragon Shard fragments, Eberron Dragon Shard fragments. You can turn those into certain collectors, and one of those guys will give you basically a clicky that restores your mana as if it was a mana potion. So you can bank level 20 at level 18, but you still have to take level 20 to be able to TR. Which is better for a caster, one or two-handed weapon? It really depends on what your goal is. As a caster, most casters should not be swinging their weapon unless you are specifically building your character to be like a melee attacker. So, in my mind, if you are going to be a spellcaster, you probably want some sort of item to boost your spell power. So, like, for example, this particular scepter is a one-handed weapon, and it has Void Lore on it and Nullification, so it hits the same school on both the spell power and the critical chance, right? And it has a secondary school of Combustion, so it's got useful spell power things. So maybe I need to explain spell power here too. So spell power is kind of like this weird damage multiplying force in DDO. You also have range spell power and melee spell power, but those do not get as high as you can get your spell power. So spells, when you look at them, they kind of don't do a lot of damage compared to like melee power, right? Or melee damage. So like if we were to look at a spell like Acid Spray, okay? This spell does 1d6 plus 1 acid damage per caster level, which means right now I'm doing 2d6 plus 2, right? Which is not very much damage in a world where monsters have 500 hit points. So what they've done is they have said, alright, we're going to have this thing called spell power. For every 100 points of spell power, you're going to do basically another, whatever your damage is, the damage it would be, we're going to add that again. So at 100 spell power, my 2d6 plus 1 comes out, let's call it 4 damage, right? When I get 100 acid spell power, it will do 8 points of damage if I were to get 4, right? If I get to 200 spell power, it's going to multiply it times 3. So it's going to the 0 slot counts as 1, the 1 slot counts as 2, the 200 slot counts as 3, and so on and so forth. Okay, so it'll do 12 points of damage when I get to 200 spell power if my damage would be 4. So you want to increase your spell power to help increase that particular multiplier. You also have this thing called spell critical chance, right? So just like when you're attacking with a weapon, if you roll a 20 and you confirm it, you're going to do extra damage. Well, the same thing happens for spell criticals. But depending on what weapon you use, you can extend that critical. So like, for example, a Great Axe is 20 times 3, which means it's going to do when you roll a 20 and confirm it, it's going to do 3 times the base damage. Well, spell powers kind of work the same way, where you have the chance to critical, and you can modify it. So if I were to, instead of using a greatsword, instead I decided I wanted to crit more often, I would use a greatsword, and the greatsword is 19 to 20 times 2. So I'm trading off the times 3 multiplier for it, instead having an opportunity to critical when I roll a 19 or a 20. That is what increasing your lore is going to do. Okay? Then you also have a spell critical multiplier, which really doesn't come into place until much later. Level 12 maybe as a Sorc. But, so typically what I'd recommend is you want to try to pick a couple of spell schools that you want to focus on, and you want to put those weapons in your hands. Okay? So like in this situation, if I were to take this scepter right here that I was talking about and equip it, it would be a one-handed weapon, and it would raise my spell power for fire and negative to over 100. Okay? And that would mean that I would be more incentivized to switch to a fire spell or negative energy spells. Now, if I'm mixing my spells up a lot, then my other hand could be another scepter that also adds to other schools. Or if I can't, like, let's pretend I'm into fire, right? Or in this case, I have an acid spell, right? So let's pretend that instead of combustion, it was corrosion, okay? But it still gives void lore. So in my main hand, I might be using an item that adds to my acid spell power, but I may find an item that adds to my acid lore to give me the best chance to do the most amount of damage with my acid spell and my highest critical chance. So then a lot of times you're going to end up with 2 weapons to kind of help fill that void. Now if you're attacking, right, if you're going to be playing like I'm playing right now as a melee based caster, then you want to find a weapon that makes the most sense to you. And then in that situation, I would probably recommend most of the time that you want to use a 2-handed weapon, because you're trying to hurt things with your sword. You're casting sword or you're casting quarterstaff. Like that's your way of damaging the opponent. You want to pump that up. So again, it really depends on what you're trying to do. And it kind of makes things a little bit more weird. Yeah, you're going to have to get to level 20 to TR Charmed. You know what? We should... Nah, it's fine. We'll just go in here. Get this quest started. What else can I help you with? I love answering questions. It makes doing the quest or the talking on the stream so much easier when you have a subject to like fill in for people. Oh. Actually, these guys are not going to be attacking this go around. At least not very much. Ah, good. Good. Let's clean up this trash. Ah, okay, this kind of blows. Alright, come in here, guys. I lied. Come in here and clean up this Famine Reaper with me. Can I get up here? I cannot. Alright. Alright, I kind of screwed that one up real bad. Completely admit it. Stun. Nope. Didn't want to stun. I hated this quest until you watched my guide on it. You can never do it. It's easy now. Exactly. That's why I put the guide out there, my friend. I'm glad that you get some value out of it. I watched Sig Trent like get wrecked on the hardcore server in this quest. And I was just like, bro, you need to just go watch my video. Just go watch the video. He's like, I will, I'll get it watched. I still don't know if he's actually watched the video or not. But it was a massive beating watching Siggy get wrecked there. Alright, this kobold we can take out. He's just a kobold. Here's a kobold warrior. We just take him out. Come on. Who's next? Come on. Kobold warrior's like, me, I'm next. So we want to keep these prophets alive if we can. This kobold warrior's not moving, so let's see if we can get the rest of these guys to jump up here now. Come on. There we go. Alright, just another kobold. We literally just had one prophet make it up here. Ridiculous. Geezer Hermit also learning how to do the quest from the video. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad that so many people get advantages out of that quest. This quest is not that hard. It's just not. But people see the don't kill things, and they just like get the fear. That doesn't mean you can't kill things. It just means that you have to be really cautious of what you want to kill. And really deliberate. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna move a little bit here. Huh, I wonder what's going on. Wife just came downstairs. Must be something's going on. Uh-oh, I have to be talking to you for a second. 1 minute, everybody. Be right back. Okay, so the wife actually brought us some really great news. Our countertops are going to get installed tomorrow morning. Countertops in the school bus. So, yay! Yeah, not yay on that Famine Reaper, though. Gross. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. For a couple of reasons. One, the wife and I were actually kicking around going on a little camping trip next week. But we were afraid that we would have to wait for the countertops. Now it seems like we might be able to go ahead and take a couple days and go for a little camping trip. And that will be amazing. Those of you who've been following with the bus journey with us, we it is certainly slow going. Certainly so slow going here and there. So being able to get the countertops done professionally, really well, bought really nice countertops, like doing all the things that I really am excited to have done. Really, really appreciate them working so quickly to get things done. Can I get through this hole? Oh, I can't get through this hole. No, did I punt? Did I punt? I may have punted. Oh! We have to... Oh, and we got another Reaper. Alright, we got to go this way. I don't think we can. I don't think we can. I think I punted. Oh, come on! We have to clear a hole. We failed. Oh, Sharktopus. Well, lesson learned. Lesson learned. Oh my lord. All right. We'll go back. We were good. We were good up until there. Started talking about the bus. Started talking about the bus. Let myself get distracted. Let myself get distracted. Warlock fish. Warlock fish. There we go. That's already off to a better start. 3, 2, 1, bam. Got him stunned. See how much better of a start we're in already? Ridiculous. First time I tried not to kill anything. Yeah, don't fall into that trap. What are they? Play within the rules? The rules that actually are, not the rules that you think there are. Right there. There are currently no profits in that pile. Check again. One of those is a profit. So if we can, again, if we can weed down the profit, everything that's not a profit, get the profit up here where it belongs. In good shape. You're a little sideways, so you'll just hang out. Yeah, you were... Oh no, you were very lucky that it was my stream and not somebody else's stream. I think you would have found yourself overall in trouble in somebody else's stream last night, my friend. Just as a word to the wise. Try to pause this guy for a second. Nope, doesn't want to pause. Alright. Damage is already done. We still have two more profits to go through, so we really don't want to kill any more profits if we can help it. But we just got to keep track of what's going on. Is there profit in here? There's not. You guys are all dead then. You guys are all super dead. Alright. So again, same basic thing, except this time we're not going to run into that corner that we can't get out. I haven't done that, I don't think, so many times, but it was rough. Kobolds are waking up. Thing done. Jumping. Oh, look at that. We just missed some sort of Reaper. And another Reaper. Look at that. Look at all these Reapers. They just love us. They just want to cuddle. A third Reaper. Look at that. Look how many Reapers they decided to give us. Why? Why, DDO? Did I bring my Gibbers Blade? Oh, I did. Haha. Joke's on you guys. Okay. going to set them to fight just that guy. Put them back on standstill mode. See if one of them will be able to pull this lever. They did. And we're just going to leave. Look at that. Another Reaper. Look at how many Reapers. Look at how many Reapers are right there. Insane. We had two on us. Plus there was another one on the ground. And we encountered another one on the way out. And another one. That's the 6th Reaper in this quest, at least. Right? At least 6. Come on, DDO. Come on. This is not that high of a level quest. What are you doing to us? Like, teach you to think that this quest is easy. I'm just doing R1. I just was doing R1. Can we get to the boat before we die? That is the question. I don't think the answer is yes. Although the timer is gone. So now we're just permanently rotting. So in theory, we could out-heal the rot. Come on. Oh, no. Not going to let us... I'm not sure where our stone is. We may not be dead. We may only be mostly dead. I'm hoping it's going to give us a release option. There we go. Release. Too funny. Nah, not really a glitch. Not really a glitch. Just my soulstone was probably out in the marketplace still. Why I teleported here to the boat. That's actually a good scepter. If I was on the hardcore server, I would be in love with this scepter. But we're not. Sadness. It's already after 3. We should probably wrap up. I should have asked her why she was here, how much longer she thought she was going to be. Let me just text her. So we can go, maybe we'll go out to eat. We might have time to do one more here. We'll see. We'll check in with her. So, trying to, like, go do, like, half-price wings on Wednesday. For those of you who don't know, I am on the keto diet, which means that... Oh, she says she's done, actually. All right. We'll do one more quest, just because... So anyway, half-price wings at various places. So we'll see. We'll see what she says. She might text back, "I don't want wings." Nope, she texts back that that was okay. Raid Douglandauer. We'll see who's there, but it's probably fine. Oh, actually, no, I don't raid on DDO stream days. Sorry about that. I cannot verify people's language coming off of the DDO stream host. The other thing to keep in mind, right, for a lot of people, I am not level 4 yet, so I am not using any Reaper enhancements. So everything that I'm doing is just like you could do. It is Wednesday. So everything is just like somebody who has no points. So somebody could craft a similar item as this. Ghost Touch Blessed Silver Quarterstaff of Everbright. They may have removed Everbright from the crafting. But you could easily get yourself a Ghost Touched, good aligned, because it's Blessed Silver, or what's the other? Like, you could just go get like a Flame Touched Iron Quarterstaff. Like, you could make equivalent equipment that I'm using right now. You know, we talked about how I'm literally using Faded Leathers, which is mediocre armor at best. So there's nothing here that I'm using that a new person couldn't do or figure out, or whatever phrase that you would like to use. Yes, I have ship buffs. But other than that, you're good to go. Borderlands does have a silver. It also has a ethereal, so you can get Ghost Touch. So you could literally have a Ghost Touch weapon, a simple weapon. You could be doing basically what I'm doing too. And if you wait till level 4 to be able to get to do these quests, you'll be in even better shape. So, what I'm trying to say to you is that if you're scared of Reaper quests, you don't need to be. Right? You just need to be patient and have a little bit of pre-planning. A little bit of pre-planning here. You just get killed on Elite already, so you're not trying to do a Reaper. That is fair. That is fair. But again, I'm not suggesting that you necessarily have to go in solo. If you find a group that's doing Reaper, as long as you have a plan to be helpful, you don't have to be scared. Is the point I'm trying to make. So a Ghost Touch weapon, a way to interact with Reapers, you know, something as simple as Sonic Blast, for example, could help hit Reapers and help stun them. Dance, you can use a resistible or irresistible dance to get a little extra action. I need these guys to wake up, right? You can get a little extra action in that regard. Literally any of the attack spells could get it where you can help contribute. You just have to be able to help contribute to the fight. You don't have to be max DPS and mass caps. You don't have to be that to be Reaper 1. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just have a plan to help, and let people know. Be like, hey, I'm new to Reapers. You know, I have some wands or heals or heal scrolls or res scrolls, whatever your capability is. I have the ability to help the party. I have an ability to kill the Reaper that comes up. Like, I'm a helper and I'm willing to learn. Get in there. Alright, let's do one last thing here before we take off. It's not going to be a quest, that's going to be the last quest. But I am also going to run over here and I'm going to grab this quest. We'll probably start off by finishing up the harbor this evening. So, we'll probably be back in about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, somewhere in that ballpark. Depends on what else is going on. But we'll be back pretty quickly. I'm going to grab that quest there. You're just running in and getting killed in groups? Well, then you may have to give yourself a little bit more control there. But sounds to me like you're having a good time, and that's what really matters. Yeah, I wanted to go grab that quest before we got too carried away, and then we'll come back and we'll do this half of the marketplace or the harbor, finish up the 2s. That'll definitely take us all the way to level 4, and we'll kind of take it from there when we come back. But yeah, we'll be back in a couple hours. Ooh, we have 3 action points even. Let's see. We want to get exactly to 10. So that's 1. If we take int here, that's going to take us exactly to 10. So I think what we'll do is we'll take the int here. And then that means our next 2 action points can go into Strategic Combat 2. And that'll let us have our int to damage. And then we can start screwing around with other stuff. That'll kind of cover our bases. A little bit later, if we decide that we want to take 2 points here in the Eldritch Accuracy instead of Strategic Combat 1, we could take those 2 points out of here and put either the 2 points in Harper Enhancement, or we can put 1 point here in Traveler's Toughness and 1 point over here in Awareness. And then that lets us essentially free up the 2 points in Strategic Combat here, so we can put them here and go further up the tree. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think we're going to be able to put 33, 34 points in this tree easily enough without being panicked. So again, if we put imagine we put 30 some points in this tree, right? 33, 36, whatever. We put 12 points in this tree. We have 7 or 8 points in this tree. And then can we get to 20 points here? 50, 60, 70. It's going to get close. It's going to get really close. So we'll see how things get going. So, all right, everybody. Dancing on the airship. We could dance on the airship. We can dance the head off. Dancing with the ponies. All right, everybody. Peace. Much love. We'll see you guys in a couple hours. Like I said, we'll probably be back around 6, maybe 7 Central Standard Time, which will be in about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours. A couple of things. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please consider it. I really would appreciate it. I've thrown a couple of links up in the chat as the day has gone on, but I'll throw one more in here. Also, if you'd like to help us out financially, one of the great ways to do that is the Patreon page. You get a lot of interesting perks like voting rights and stuff like that. $1 a month doesn't seem like that much to you guys, but it adds up on this end to really help me kind of keep things up and running here, so that would be really amazing. And then I have one more link for you. If you're interested in the bus and the kind of stuff that we're doing on the bus, getting it ready for the bus conversion, as well as some other things. Like, here's a picture of my bunny after I cut her hair. She's all mad at me. She's like, how dare you cut my hair? But you're going to get pictures of the bus, what's going on, a little bit of like these little mini write-ups of what's happening on the school bus. Like, we put in the bathtub the other day, and this is it all gluing up. Here's a underneath side of where I had to cut the hole in and all that stuff. Yeah, no wonder she's mad. How dare you? But she's like 3 times the size of hair, and she can't even get in. Can I talk about the DDO login issue? Again, if I knew something specifically, I would tell you. I just know that for when they were creating, they shut down character creation over the weekend because they were having some issues with people being dirtbags. I don't have a better way to put it. People were duping items, and to stop dupers, you have to ban their accounts. Well, if they do the act on a different account, it gets really difficult to start tracking. So they had to shut it down because it was just such a problem. So I don't know if it's come back up. I don't know if it's gonna what the deal is. Hopefully they can figure out how to get things fixed. So other than that, I don't know if there's a different issue going on with the login servers. I can look at the forums really quick and see see if there's something on the on the recent top of the list scenario here. I didn't listen entirely to Jerry's stream. I probably should have. I do feel bad. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in particular. Let me look through the dev tracker here really fast and see if there's anything in particular that catches the eye. Here about yeah, this is the only thing I've seen so far. We have disabled the ability of creators to create new game accounts this weekend. We'll let you know when things change. If players need to create a new game account, they can submit a ticket to account support through help.standingstones.com. Here you go. Here you go. Let me again, I'll copy that right there for you. Again, that's literally all I know. But I don't see anything about a login issue. If you're having a specific login problem, let me know, and I can see if I can help overall, but you can just send me a whisper or whatever as well. But as near as I know, that's all I got for you. Alright, everybody, peace, much love. We'll see you in a few hours, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Toodles. Oh, also, there's lots of other great DDO streamers out there. I would normally raid somebody, but I don't raid people on Wednesdays. So like Nubacabra's streaming, Doug Glendower is streaming. Those guys are both great. I don't know Urstar DDO, but it looks like he's doing R10s. If you'd like to see the other end of things, sounds pretty impressive. So like lots of great DDO streamers. Take the time, check things out, and we'll see you guys in a few hours. Peace, much love.